April 26, 1986, a date forever etched in the pages of history. In the quiet of the Ukrainian night, a catastrophe was brewing at Reactor 4 of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. What followed would become one of the worst nuclear disasters in human history. At 1:23 a.m., an ill-fated safety test spiraled out of control. Reactor 4 exploded, releasing a massive plume of radioactive material into the atmosphere. The force of the explosion blew the reactor's roof apart, unleashing destruction and radiation across the region. First responders rushed to the scene, unaware of the invisible killer around them. Firefighters fought valiantly to extinguish the flames, but many paid the ultimate price, succumbing to acute radiation sickness within days. In the nearby town of Pripyat, home to 49,000 residents, life seemed normal. But as radiation levels spiked, a massive evacuation was ordered. Residents were told they would return in a few days, but Pripyat remains abandoned to this day, a ghost town frozen in time. The initial explosion was devastating, but investigations revealed the terrifying potential of a second explosion. Experts found that had the molten reactor core come into contact with the plant's water reservoirs, it could have triggered a catastrophic thermal explosion, potentially leveling an area of 200 kilometers. Quick drainage of the reservoir by plant workers known as Chernobyl Suicide Squad prevented this second disaster. Their bravery likely saved millions of lives. Deep within the remains of Reactor 4 lies the infamous Elephant's Foot, a molten mass of nuclear fuel and debris. This deadly relic, emitting extreme radiation, posed a lethal threat to anyone who approached it. The radiation released by the disaster had dire consequences for humans and animals alike. Thousands of workers and residents suffered from acute radiation sickness, with many developing long-term illnesses such as cancer. Nearby wildlife was not spared. Mutations and population declines were observed, while some species adapted and even thrived in the absence of human interference. To contain the radiation, engineers built a massive steel and concrete sarcophagus around Reactor 4. Yet, even decades later, the area remains hazardous, with the cleanup expected to last for centuries. In response to the disaster, the Chernobyl Trust Fund was established under the United Nations. This fund has been instrumental in financing efforts to mitigate the consequences of the disaster and develop long-term containment solutions. The Chernobyl disaster became a grim lesson for humanity, prompting changes in nuclear safety protocols worldwide. Today, Chernobyl stands as a haunting monument to human error and resilience. Amidst the ruins, nature is slowly reclaiming the land, offering a glimmer of hope for renewal and recovery. If you found this story captivating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Sematary for more deep dives into the most intriguing events of history.